Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Diamonds and Washi. My name is Katie and I do a lot of different diamond painting videos here on my channel, so feel free to subscribe if you want to see more content from me. I'd love to have you here. Today I'm here to kick off a new series here on my channel that I have to say, I heard you loud and clear. We are going to be kicking off a comparison series between the two different rendering styles that Jaded Gem Shop now offers. I'm going to be completing the same artwork in each of the rendering styles. The artwork is called A Mermaid's Bath and is by Toshia San. And when I unboxed this one on the left, which is the new pixel charted or more hand charted style, when I unboxed this kit on my channel just a very short while ago, so many of you in the comments were like, please, 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 please consider doing a comparison video. If you're newer here, you might not know that that's kind of where a lot of the roots of my channel were, and what I did a lot of when I started was a variety of different kinds of comparisons where I could find them between like different companies and different kinds of kits and whatnot. And so I thought, sure, let's get back to my roots and let's dive into a comparison project together. So this is going to be kind of the kickoff video. I want to give you guys kind of the foundation and share with you what each of these kits look like before I've even put any diamonds down on the canvases. And talk about some of the differences that we can see right off the bat. And by the way, you will find both of these kits, which are available for purchase in both styles. I'll have links to those down in the description box below this video, along with a variety of other helpful links like reviews I've done on other Jaded Gem Shop kits that I've completed or unboxings and whatnot. But this pixel charted, hand charted style is brand new. Like they just launched it a couple weeks ago, and I'm very intrigued. And I love the idea of this shop now offering kind of the best of both worlds, because you guys, when it comes to rendering, which when I say rendering, if you don't know what I mean is how a piece of artwork is translated into diamond painting form. What kind of rendering style you prefer, that's going to be really subjective. So I'm not here to definitively tell you this is better than the other, because that's just, no one can say that. Like if you, whatever you like best, that's the best for you. So my goal here is to just showcase the differences so you get to decide what you personally like best. So I just want to be really clear, not like pitting these two against each other. We're just showing the differences so you get to, see what you like best. So, what we have here, so on the left, this is the pixel charted version. That's what Jaded Gem Shop calls them, is pixel charted. This version has really a lot more, there's been a ton of work that's been done to it by hand. Like a human being has really gone on there and pixel by pixel charted some of these colors and these designs. And you can see the full unboxing video that'll be linked below if you want to see me kind of go through the process of unboxing it. But I feel like even through the camera and even at this distance, don't mind my cats, you can really see clearly the image just printed on the canvas. And I feel like you can see a lot of kind of the clean lines that we have going on here. This size it's 60 by 90 centimeters. This is the only size that's currently offered in this exact style of this kit, because I don't know that right now they're planning to hand chart or pixel chart multiple sizes of the same artwork. So right now, this is the only size that is available. You can choose either round or square drills. Both of these kits in this case, both this one and this one, are going to have square drills. And I chose square drills for this one. However, if you get the round drill version, it's going to be slightly larger because the rendering, like pixel for pixel, is going to be identical. And if you did not know, round drills are actually slightly larger than square drills are. Round drills are usually like 2.75 to 2.8 millimeters. I almost said milliliters. No, millimeters. And square drills are 2.5 millimeters. So that's why you'll see that size difference if you get a different drill shape, even though it's going to have the same exact rendering. So this one is kind of the pixel hand charted one here on the left, and then on the right, which I'll show you the colors in a bit. I did kit both of these up already. I'll show you those in a minute, but I want to show you the canvases first. This one on the right, you can see, I feel like that it is going to have a lot more confetti. And the image, in my opinion, is not as clear from further back. And there's just going to be a lot more confetti. It's going to have a softer look to it when it's complete. Now I want to acknowledge, because I'm sure some of you have noticed and are probably shouting at the screen, yes, these are indeed two different sizes, and I want to explain really quickly why that is. So this one on the right, which is what Jaded Gem Shop calls their classic or their hybrid charting, which is a charting or rendering style where it's mostly computer rendered but has some hand touch-ups and some like pre-editing and stuff that goes into it, but is overall going to be a more confetti heavy render. There's going to be lots of different like tons and tons of color changes, you know, in a small area kind of thing going on. Okay, so this one, sorry, I lost my train of thought for a second. This one is in a smaller size. It's the one that I purchased shortly after it released, and it was at the time only available in this, you know, classic or hybrid charting style. I got this one in 50 by 75 centimeters. So it is smaller. So 50 by 75, 60 by 90. That's the size difference between the two. They both do have square drills. And so the reason that this is a smaller size than the pixel charted one is for a couple of reasons. One is because I previously had bought it. I didn't know that this would be coming out and I'd be looking at doing a comparison. And the reason that I'm not waiting and rebuying it in a larger size is because I know myself. I know that really high confetti kits burn me out, especially when we're talking about a larger size. And when I just really looked at it, I looked at the size of this one on the left and thought, I pictured, what if this one, you know, was this artwork, but in the classic or hybrid style and had all this confetti. And I just felt very overwhelmed and thought, I just don't think I would have that in me. And I don't think I would complete this series. I think I would I wouldn't do it at all. So I want to fully acknowledge that this is not going to be a perfect comparison, just because these are two different sizes. So I'm going to own that, but I'm still going to do it because I really truly think that in spite of the size differences, that you are going to be able to tell the difference in the styles of how the artwork looks once it's completed with diamonds down. So I'm, you know, going into this with like good faith and hoping that it is still going to be something you guys find very helpful. I have been talking with Jaded Gem Shop to just sort of see like if there is someone that has already completed this classic hybrid style of this piece in the 60 by 90 version, so that as we go on, and if I get that person's permission, I can incorporate, you know, showing you what that looks like as well. But I thought it would still be helpful to walk through the process of not only how these are going to turn out once they're completed, but also just sort of mentally what it's like to work on each one and the differences that go into that. Because for me, I find that I work at different paces and I get fatigued at different rates. If there's a lot of color blocking, which this pixel charted one does have a fair amount of color blocking in some areas, compared to like high confetti count kits or confetti type kits. So I really want to take you guys on that journey with me because I know for some of you, you feel really similarly to me. And honestly, some of you are like confetti queens. You want all of the confetti in the biggest size possible. And I love it for you. I really do. So we're gonna talk through what this looks like, and I'm thinking maybe I'll do some check-in videos along the way, and keep you guys just posted on how this is working up. Now, let me talk about some of the differences that we can see up front, aside from like the obvious. Just looking at the canvases, how visually we can already tell the differences. As far as things like the canvas quality, the drill quality, and like the glue and the symbols, all those sorts of things, those are going to be consistent. Jaded Gem Shop is using the same kind of like manufacturing and shop process for both. So it's not like you're getting a different canvas material or getting anything else that's really different in that sense. There are different amounts of colors in these two kits though, which I think is interesting. Let me try to show you these legends side by side here. So the one on the right is our pixel. No. The one on the right is the hybrid classic confetti heavy one. The one on the left is our pixel charted one. And so the hybrid one with all the confetti has 70 colors, and the pixel hand charted one has 67 colors. So slightly fewer colors in the more pixel hand charted one. Also, the pixel charted one is going to come with some special drills, where I did not choose to add any special drills to the classic version. And I'll show you those special drills in just a moment, but I like that the special drills have been really deliberately hand charted in the pixel charted version as well. So, but yeah, we have different color counts. That is different right off the bat. Obviously the size is going to be different. And then as far as the drills go and how I decided to kit these up, I'll tell you what, I was really worried that I was going to mix up the drills. And I know that sometimes there are in fact symbol similarities between the two. So that I want to make it really obvious to my brain. Because normally I will kit up almost all of my kits into the containers on the left, which are Elizabeth Award storage containers. But I thought, let me do two different storage styles. This one is actually one I've never used before. This storage system I got from Enablers Outpost a couple months ago. And it has these like extra large size, like almost Tic Tac style containers. And I know some people really love these. And so I'm really curious to try these out. And it has 2 layers in it, because these are all the same size. And this is the one that has 70 colors in it. So this is my kit up of all 70 colors for the pixel. No. I keep saying that wrong. I'm so sorry. This is all 70 colors and everything kitted up for the hybrid or classic charted version. And again, we have the square drills and everything. And the color palettes do look, I mean, not shockingly, they look very similar. We have lots of these like peachy colors in both, of course. That's going to be a lot of like the background and the curtains and the flooring, I think. And then we have, some other accent colors, like some of the greens and blues and whatnot. And then of course some of the browns. So like the color palette is going to be really about the same, in spite of the fact that there are different numbers of colors in each of these. Now this is the color spread for the pixel charted version, and I could not fit all of the bags of every color in these. So all the colors are represented here, but I do have extra bags that I'll be refilling from as these get emptied out. As far as the special drill colors that come with this kit go, we have these, which I think they call glimmer diamonds. They're the ones that have that like fine glitter coating on the top. So we have like a pale pink one, a light blue one, and then we have a couple of like metallic diamonds. So we have like a gold metallic and a brown metallic. And then we have a white glimmer drill as well. A lot of that one. And the unboxing is where I really went through in detail where all those special drills are going to be found, but I'm excited to see those and get to showcase with you guys, okay, this is how this kit can look with some special drills added, because I actually have never worked on a Jaded Gem Shop kit where I have had special drills added to it. So I am very much, that might be wrong. I might have that wrong. There might have been one, but I'm excited to see it with like, I have never had like metallics or the glimmer drills before. So I'm excited to see those charted and how those are going to look. But yes, so that's all of the colors kitted up all together. And other than that, I don't know that we have any really major differences to talk about, but how do I want to work on this as a comparison? Like, how do I want to go about this? How do I think would be helpful? I am going to go into it with, I think, a similar approach to some there was a particular past large scale comparison project that I did that I feel like this is going to be not quite as much as that, but not too far off, honestly. A couple of years ago, I did a huge comparison project between 2 different companies' versions of Spirit of Flight by Josephine Wall. I will link that playlist below if you're interested. I know that was something that brought like a lot of new faces to my channel, and I love it. And so I'm excited to, for those of you that came for that kind of comparison thing, that I'm bringing it back here with this one. But the way that I approached that particular comparison project was that I basically I divided each canvas into, I think, 8 columns, and I completed one column, in the first canvas and the same column in the second canvas, and so on and so forth, and intermittently did check-in videos with you guys where I showed updates like, okay, we've got the first column done in each canvas. Okay, we've got the second and third column done in each canvas, and let's kind of compare as we go and see what our thoughts are, as well as I could talk about, basically in the process of it and live basically be talking about my experience of working on both and the differences that I felt like I was experiencing. And I feel like it was kind of a similar sort of project to this one in that one of those kits had a bit more in the way of like some color blocking and the other was massively confetti heavy. So I think this is not going to be dissimilar to that particular project. And I think what I'm probably going to do as I'm looking at this, I think I'm going to start at the bottom of each canvas and probably divide each into, I don't know if maybe eight rows, like, top to bottom, and start with the bottom and do the bottom row on each one and the, second row and so on and so forth. And then we'll end at the top of the canvas. Or I may decide to like work on a few rows at the bottom and then come to the top and work down so that we end on like the row that has her face in it. I'm not sure, but I am going to try to divide each canvas into the same number of rows and not like the same size sections, because I want it to be the same part of the image, if that makes sense. So that's what I'm thinking as far as my approach goes. But now is the part where I really would love to hear from you guys, whether or not you watched my Spirit of Flight comparison series before, you've seen my other comparison projects in the past. I would love to hear your input as far as things you would like to learn and see and have me talk about with regards to this project. Are there specific things that you're wanting me to sort of study and share about what my thoughts are, or specific elements of this that you would really be interested to dive into and find out more about? So please feel free to leave those thoughts in the comment section below this video. I will absolutely be reading all of them and taking them to heart and doing my best. As far as how long I anticipate this project taking me, I couldn't really say. It's going to depend a lot. I have a lot going on in the next few months. Like this month in particular is already very busy. I'm going to retreat at the end of the month. And then June and July, I'm hosting Summer with the Masters, which is a whole event. And if I don't have this finished by the end of May, which is very, very, very unlikely in my opinion, then I'll still continue to work on it during the summer. It just may slow down a little bit. So I am not going to push it. I just did a video recently on how to avoid diamond painting burnout, and I'm going to take my own advice that I talked about in that video. I'm not going to force it. I'm just going to try to enjoy this process with you guys and enjoy the journey and enjoy checking in with you and keep taking you along for the ride and keeping you posted on just how it's all going. So I'm going to leave it at that. If you're not subscribed and you want to stay up to date with this project and my other diamond painting videos, please do hit that subscribe button. You can also hit the bell to be notified when I share these new videos. And I am excited, and I hope you guys are too. Thank you for sharing your enthusiasm and excitement about wanting me to do this project in the first place, because honestly, it's because you shared your input on that I thought, oh yeah, okay, let's do it. Let's absolutely dive into it. So I appreciate that a lot. So I do read and I do appreciate your thoughts and your comments. So, all right, you guys, I'm going to let you go. Have a great and fantastic rest of your week, and I will talk to you in the next one. Bye.